right to Storm Team Meteorologist Charlie Goldstein. Charlie, you said it's going to get a little cold tonight. How cold again?
Not too cold out there. There's a couple factors for that. The first of which is that if you went outside today, you probably felt the breeze out of the southwest. That started to increase our dew point. Once you get heavy winds like that and some increased moisture, that kind of tends to keep temperatures from falling too much. 64 right now in Coleman. Nice clear sky out there. Nice evening in Coleman. All across the area, we're seeing temperatures fall just a bit down into the 50s and 60s. Quite a spread in some places. 51 Gadsden, 59 Alabaster, 64 in Aniana, 61 Tuscaloosa, and 60 as well in Fayette. And wind gusts gusting up to about 20 miles an hour at times. You can see 22 down in Clanton, 20 up in Double Springs, 18 here in Birmingham and Alabaster. Again, that's going to keep us from falling very far tonight. We're probably going to stall in the mid-50s overnight for lows. 54 Clanton, 54 Rockford as well, 57 Anniston, 58 Tuscaloosa, and 56 in Fayette. So pretty mild out the door tomorrow morning. We've got a cold front coming in from the northwest, and that's going to work its way towards us as we work through the overnight hours into the early morning hours. It will start to bring some cloud cover our way as it gets closer early in the morning. So as you head out the door, maybe if you wake up a little early, have a coffee on the porch, you'll see some clouds out there. But as that cold front passes, normally we'd be looking out for a little bit of rain out of this. I don't expect any rain out of this. Could we see a light sprinkle here or there? Maybe, but I think the odds of that are pretty low. And check it out, all the cloud cover clears us out by the time we're into Sunday afternoon, and even by Sunday evening we're starting to get nice and clear with some flow out of the north. So overall, tomorrow is going to be a day you're going to want to get outside. Again, some cloud cover in the morning. Temperatures right about 60 degrees at 7, warming into the 70s once again into the afternoon. 63 by 7. Again, a nice dry day with winds shifting from the west to out of the north. We're going to have a real nice stretch of days here. Monday, we're going to take a step back in temperature just a bit into the upper 60s. Monday morning could also be pretty cool out there, but we're back into the upper 70s by Tuesday, and we're going to stick there Wednesday and Thursday as well. We could push 80 degrees before things start to trend towards average by the time we round out next week into early next week. And the reason we're feeling all this nice weather is some high pressure that's really been entrenched over our area for a while, and that's going to stick for us all the way until Wednesday. And by the time we get Wednesday into Thursday, even later portions of next week, a low pressure is going to start pushing towards our area, and that's going to bring some changes into our forecast, not in terms of temperature, but actually in terms of rain chances, and we desperately need that. Rain chances all the way up to 60% on Friday. Wednesday, we could see a spot shower, same with Thursday, but the best rain chance is by far on Friday. And this could bring a lot of rain, certainly further towards our west. You can see over in the Ozarks, about 5 inches of rain expected over the next week. For us, about ½ an inch to an inch, give or take. We could see less or more amounts as timing gets a little bit closer, so you're going to want to stay tuned for those details. And even as we look further, these kind of systems bringing a lot of wet weather are going to become more of a pattern for us as we start to go through a little bit later into November. It's looking like we're going to stay wet on the wet side as we get a little bit closer towards Thanksgiving. So enjoy the nice dry weather while you can. 75 tomorrow. How about that? Real great weather for November. Even though we take a dip into the upper 60s for Monday, we're right back into the upper 70s for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, pushing 80 degrees. Our next chance of storm chances comes in on Friday with a 60% chance. It looks like we might have a slight cool down in the future.